Every year, rumours fly around the Formula One paddock as to who will replace who next season. Speculation last year suggested that Colton Herta was going to move into Formula One, Nico Hulkenberg would have a full-time seat, and Lewis Hamilton would retire. But as we know, none of these were actually true. However, I'd like to put my own theory out there, and I think that this driver will replace Fernando Alonso at Alpine. The man in question is Jack Doohan. Doohan started his single-seater career in 2015, competing in the British F4 Championship. For his first year in junior formula, Doohan did well, earning 3 wins and a 5th place finish in the standings. The following year in 2019, Doohan progressed to the F3 Asian Championship, and he was on a roll. Doohan added a further 5 race wins and wound up 2nd overall. However, his biggest challenge came in 2020 when he joined Formula 3. Racing for HWA Race Lab, Doohan partnered with Jake Hughes and Enzo Fittipaldi. But things didn't go quite as well as the Aussie driver may have hoped. Doohan finished the year with 0 points and landed 26th in the championship. Now, to be fair to Doohan, that season he suffered a fair amount of retirements. But the issue was his fellow rookie and teammate Fittipaldi scored 27 points and finished 15th, 11 places higher than Doohan. But as they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and in 2021 Doohan was back in Formula 3, racing this time for Trident. And what a year this was! Doohan secured not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 race wins. He finished 2nd behind Prema Racing's Dennis Hauger. So not only was it an impressive result, but he beat his fellow teammates Clement Navalak and David Schumacher by 32 points and 124 points respectively. Due to his impressive Formula 3 campaign, Doohan was enlisted into Formula 2 for the final 2 rounds of the 2021 championship with MP Motorsport. And to put it bluntly, he showed up several F2 drivers. Doohan finished 5th in just his 2nd race and closed the season with a decent 8th in the Abu Dhabi Sprint. Given his impressive F2 and F3 campaign, for this season Doohan was given a full-time seat at Virtuosi Racing, partnering Marino Sato. Doohan was out the blocks immediately, qualifying in pole position for the first feature race of the year in Bahrain. In the race, Doohan lost the lead to Juri Vips, and later clipped his front wing while leaving the pits. He finished 10th, and it's a race he'll probably want to forget, but as a rookie it was nothing to be embarrassed about. Round 2 in Jeddah also started strong, with Doohan finishing 3rd in qualifying on merit. However, he was stripped of his feature race position after Virtuosi were unable to supply enough fuel from his car. This meant Doohan started from the back of the grid in both races. His luck continued to falter in the sprint race as he collided with Logan Sargent during the race restart. Following the crash, Doohan received a 3-place grid drop for Sunday's feature. However, he fought back in the feature race and finished a very commendable 9th. Imola saw Doohan qualify again in 3rd, showing he had incredible pace. All he needed to do was put it together when it came to the race. Come round 4 in Spain, Doohan had an excellent qualifying session. Despite Juri Vips' best efforts, he managed to snatch pole. In the sprint, Doohan gained several places and finished 6th. On Sunday, he was unlucky not to keep 1st place as a result of Felipe Drugovic's smart tyre strategy, but Doohan achieved his first F2 podium, landing 2nd. Monaco was an equally strong weekend for Doohan, as he bagged some vital championship points. Baku was his weakest race. However, for the sake of my theory, we're just going to say, as many drivers have in the past, he had a bad day at the office. But fortunately for myself and for Doohan, Silverstone was much better. In the sprint race, Doohan quickly made his way from 4th to 1st and kept his position despite pressure from behind. In Austria, Doohan had another strong sprint race, pushing his elbows out and pressurising Theo Pourchaire in a P2 shootout with 5 laps to go. Doohan also had a strong weekend in Le Castellet, as he finished consecutively in the top 5 for qualifying, the sprint, and feature race. Currently, Doohan is 6th in the F2 Championship standings. Personally, I don't think that this reflects his full ability. But what does speak volumes is the fact that Doohan is 78 points ahead of his teammate Sato, despite having the same racecraft. So this brings me back to my theory, that Doohan will replace Fernando Alonso at Alpine. Not only is Doohan a talented racing driver, as we've seen, but he's part of the Alpine Academy, having dropped Red Bull following his F3 season in 2021. Now, there is a slight caveat to my hypothesis, because I don't think Doohan will be in Formula 1 next year. But come 2024, Alonso's seat could be an option for him. Currently, Alpine's main concern is trying to find a full-time seat for their reserve driver, Oscar Piastri. This is proving quite the problem for Alpine, given that Alonso and Esteban Ocon are sitting pretty comfortably. Alonso in particular has pulled out some incredible performances following his return to Formula 1, so I can't really see him giving up his seat that soon. But after the 2023 season, Alonso, like many other drivers in their 40s, may consider stepping back from Formula 1. And this is where Doohan could come in. By 2024, Doohan will have had 2 full seasons in Formula 2. Not only will he have gained further experience, but hopefully in 2023, he'll be fighting for the championship title. Doohan has already shown that he has great pace, and he can cope under pressure. If he cleans up his mistakes and continues with his winning trajectory, there's no reason why he couldn't be in Formula 1 in 2 years' time. What do you think about my theory? Do you think it's likely to happen, or is there a better contender for a seat in F1 in 2024? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure as well to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more content in the future. Until next time, bye!